And let me welcome you guys back to session 3 of the Order of Insanity's Tharomel campaign. So when we left off, our heroes met an interesting character. They met the Baron's daughter. And she kind of opened their eyes a bit. You know, she told them a lot of information. Some of it's probably pretty overwhelming, but she kind of enlightened them on what was going on here in this city of Averton. And apparently her father, the so-called Baron, was actually just a priest at a small hamlet not far away, and found some sort of magical gem that has allowed him to basically build a city to his liking. And he does just that. Every morning he wakes up, starts channeling some magic into this gem, and hits the reset button on this city and decides that it's, he decides where he puts what faces. And the daughter has been stuck in her father's, world for who knows how long. She doesn't even know how long it's been, but she does know that her mother's waiting for her in death, and that it's way past time she joins her. And she's requested the help of our heroes to basically go down and meet her father. And so now she is escorting them out of her rooms and back into the hall that they entered from. And she is going to head with them down towards the stairs. And as she does so, she turns to them with a little preparatory advice, I guess would be the word, though probably not said properly. But she turns to the heroes and says, "Now when we arrive, my father is already expecting to see you. I will enter before you and take my seat to his side. The gem in question is inlaid at the top of my father's throne, and he's always constantly keeping a watchful eye on it. And you'll also see that he's got guards posted on the dais surrounding the thrones, and they're very well trained. Not because the people whose faces the guards wear are trained, but because the people that those guards were well trained. And I just want you guys to be careful. I'm you're the first that have beaten my father's game and made your way to see me. I need you guys. So please, try to just treat my father with respect he's looking for. And maybe we'll find a time and a way that we can get to the gym. So yeah, but I'll just take you to see my father now." And she goes on and starts on down the stairs.
I'm going to back off from the party and speak to Lorik quietly.
Okay.
Lorik, why don't we just do this the way you're not expecting it to? Why don't I just charge in, knock the chair over, and you smash the gem? End it now. From what we've heard, that would be an easy way of doing it.
It would be, however, she has asked us to do it a different way. I can understand where she's coming from here. I would not recommend charging in. I mean, we have no idea how many guards, and regardless of how much grog can smush, we have to take into account, but we don't know how many are in there.
Maybe so, but they're expecting us, so when we approach, why don't I ignore the guards, just bull rush the throne, and you can follow in my wake. Once I've knocked him down and the throne down, you just smash the gem.
I think we should take that under advisement. Look, when we get in there, we'll have a look and see how it goes. If you want to do that, then I will back you up. However, we need to make sure Sparhawk knows what to do. Perhaps an arrow to the gem might be a good idea. As soon as you knock it to the ground, an arrow to take it out.
Yeah, because I could probably hold off whatever's there for a while. You know me. Well, supposedly last night I made a mess of things.
We'll take it as it comes. If the opportunity presents itself for us to do that, then we shall take the opportunity. If not, I would recommend holding off and then perhaps coming back when his powers are weaker. Anyway, let us go forward and have a look. We need to speak to Sparhawk as well.
Quickly, just in case. Yeah. And I'll back off even further towards Hawk.
Okay.
And let him know the plan I just discussed with Lorik, and say, if it comes down to it, shoot straight for the gem.
While Grog's talking to Sparhawk, I will distract the Baron's daughter with just general chatter to talk, so she's not overhearing our conversation.
Okay. She's walking on
so
down the
if it
stairs.
comes down to it, how confident are you that you can shoot the gem?
Not sure, but I'll give him my best shot.
Yeah. If not, I'll have Lorik following me. You need to stay, obviously, at range, and I'll bull rush and knock it down and smash it with a sword or the axe if need be.
Be nice if I could find out where my...
Yeah.
Be nice if I find my pet first, or find out where it's gone.
It would be, but we're going to approach anyway and look into that. And it's a case of if there's an opportunity where we think if we can do it, I'm going to rush straight in to knock up everything out of the way and finish it there and then if we have to. Just let you know if I start charging.
You guys have reached the bottom of the stairs, and she's opening the door into the entryway of the castle and going on through.
Okay, I'll follow her through the door.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
As she approaches the
I walk back
door
up.
with the guards, you notice that the same patrons are still waiting. None of them have been let in to see the Baron. Roll your... let's see, what do I want you to roll on this? Roll your intelligence. You all three can roll your intelligence.
Oh god. My intelligence is 6, so d20 plus 6.
It's not. Oh yes, it is.
There's intelligence and then there's intelligence modified. It's an intelligence roll, so just your normal intelligence.
There you go.
Okay.
That's my intelligence.
Nice. Very nice.
How about it? What do you think, Sparhawk? What's your intelligence right now?
11.
Wow.
Well, you have to roll. Yeah, there you go. Alright. So, Sparhawk and Lorik kind of share a glance as they're walking past the patrons, noticing that all the patrons are exactly where they were. You both kind of suspect that they're just there for show. Nobody's really going in to see the Baron because the Baron's the one that's put them there. So, that's basically it. The daughter has reached the guards, and they don't speak to her. She just walks on in. And she's probably a good 10 feet ahead of you guys now, since you guys have kind of fallen back to discuss matters. Lorik's a little closer to her than you guys are. He's probably the 10-foot mark. You guys are probably about 15 feet behind her. So...
Now we finish our conversation and say, come on, let's catch up to the others. Remember, if it pops off, shoot at the gem. I'll knock them out of the way.
Yeah.
So you
we'll
are
do.
all three going to go through these double doors together?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
hold on for them to catch me up, and then we'll all step through at the same time in that respect.
Okay. You guys walk into this antechamber. Antechamber is about 60 feet long as you walk in, with columns going down the breadth of it. And there's like kind of pews on either side with a long um, tapestry laden walkway between where you guys are entering and the dais at the end of the hall. And upon the dais, you see that there's 4 guards standing up on the dais, and by each of the pillars, there's 3 sets of pillars, each one about 20 feet apart, and there's a set of Minotaur soldiers stood by each pillar. And the daughter of the Baron is now just passing the first pillar and making her way up towards the dais. And her father, if you can guess that the gentleman that looks youngish from this distance, tall and straight, standing, he's not hunched over at all, but he's got long flowing white looking hair from this distance. He's actually stood over to the side, to the right side. Like if you guys are going straight in, the dais is straight ahead, and he's kind of stood down off the dais, and it appears as though he's looking at something.
Alright. I shall approach the dais.
Okay.
And so shall I.
And
I'll go over and see what the guy's looking at.
Okay, well, you're going to have to walk up. Are you going to walk down the middle, or are you going to try to, like, walk over on the other side of the side of pews and try to go down the side?
I'm gonna walk down the middle.
Okay, so all 3 of you are walking down the middle towards the dais. The daughter is just passing the second column as you guys are passing the first. She passes the last set of columns as you guys pass the second. She reaches the dais as you guys are about halfway to the last set of columns. So the dais is about 10 feet beyond that last set of columns. And then there's about 6 steps up to actually get to the dais, and each step is probably 3 feet. So by the time you guys pass the last columns, she is upon the dais, and she goes and takes a seat to the she would be sitting at her father's right hand if he was sitting in his throne. And upon that throne, you guys see a dark violet gem that's pulsing with an energy from within. You can see like a deep red pulsing light deep within this gem that's inlaid on this throne. And like I say, there's 4 soldiers stood upon the dais, 2 in front of the throne to either side, and 2 stood to the flanks of the thrones, 1 to the right now of where the daughter is standing, and 1 just to the left of the throne. If you were sitting in the throne, the soldier would be standing at your left hand. And
Okay,
like I
I'll
say,
stop just
the
before
Baron
the
is
dais.
down off of the dais, and he's over to your guys' right now. And now you can see that there's some sort of an opening, maybe a grating, some sort of a grate set into the floor, and he's looking down through the grate at something.
Alright, I'm going to stop just before the dais, and I'm going to look to the right, and I'm going to greet the Baron by going, "Greetings, my lord. You wish to see us?"
And he just kind of turns his head, just looking up from the grate, and he looks at you and says, "Ah, yes. Finally, you've come. Welcome, welcome. I've just been enjoying a bit of sport from your little friend here." And he looks back to the grating, and he kind of waves for you guys to come over and see the entertainment.
Step over and have a look.
Sparhawk walks over nervously because Sparhawk thinks he knows what it is.
All right, as you guys kind of walk and approach the dais, The Baron kind of rotates around so he keeps his front to you. You can see that he's wearing a long flowing robe. It looks to be a thick robe. And it appears as though he's got a wand on his belt, but he's also got a sword. And he's carrying himself like he probably knows how to use both. But he swings around to where he's opposite of the grating from you three as you approach the grating, and you can look down, and all you can see is it's about a 15 by 15 square chamber that probably goes down about 15 feet as well. And down in this chamber, you can see that there's a certain spider that's been really busy building webs. And you can see that he's also wrapped up, it looks like, about 3 corpses in webbing down in this little grated chamber. And it looks like he's finishing wrapping up the 3rd one now. And that must have been the entertainment that the Baron had been watching.
Entertainment, eh?
He's quite the web builder, don't you think?
Leggy!
I take it you know him then, Sparhawk.
That's my pet.
You have a pet?
That's the squishy furball I was on about earlier.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You have a pet spider?
Yeah.
And
Why
the
couldn't it come in handy
Baron
last
then
night?
looks up at you guys and says, I really must thank you. It's been a long time since the giant spiders from the west have lived over the mountains. It's been, I can't even tell you how long, since I've seen the beautiful webs they make and been able to watch them in action as they take down a foe. It's a great pleasure. I must thank you for bringing me such an extraordinary pet.
Yeah.
I will
No
treasure
worries.
it always.
Can I have it back, please?
Oh, no, you don't understand. This is its home now. Just like this is your home now.
Ah, right.
Aha.
And he starts walking towards
I see.
he walks towards the dais and starts up the stairs.
I lean over to Lorik and say, I could probably knock him down the dais down now. Very quietly, of course. You have to move quickly though, because I'm going to be able to get it in one hit. No problem.
If you can get him and the thing in one go, we can do this.
The second he sits down, I can knock them both down instantly. No problem.
Give me a few seconds. So, tell me, my lord, why is this our home now?
I back up and speak to Hawk as well while he's doing this.
He just kind of looks at you like you're stupid. And with a silly grin on his face, he just kind of says, Oh, I just wanted to meet you. There's plenty of nights yet to come, and one of them will surely claim you and put you in your rightful places.
I would have to disagree. I can fully believe that wouldn't happen. We would be gone long before that could happen.
Oh, no one's letting you out of my city. No one is going to let you out of my city. He reaches his throne and sits and waves for you guys to come to the front of the dais.
Hawk, it's happening now. And then at that point, the second he sits down, I spoke to Hawk and said, it's happening now. I instantly initiate my special ability.
Okay, roll your guys' initiative.
Oh, which one's initiative? Let's have a look.
Initiative is point on mine. Didn't remember
Just
what
make it D20.
is.
Initiative should be on your
Score for initiative, isn't it?
All
roll
our
a
initiative
D20
is
plus
1 because we are
initiative,
level 1.
Actually, I've got initiative 2 from something.
I
But
think
yeah.
that's part of being a Minotaur.
Okay.
So add 2 to your d20
I
roll.
think it probably is as well.
I did that right?
I can't remember if is higher better or lower better. I can't remember.
You want to be higher.
I hope it's higher. I really hope it's. Yeah, I'm gonna say I hope it's higher.
That'll do nice.
Indeed.
I
Did
got
you
4
already roll yours,
altogether.
Tankor? Was that the 7 that you rolled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Have
I
you rolled
go in
yours then, Clegg?
charge.
Well, hang on. Has Clegg rolled his?
Yeah, I rolled a 3. I didn't add the +1, so I got 4 altogether.
Okay.
Bad pod
Well,
roll.
the
Mine's both tank shows.
soldiers on the dais are standing alert. So they are not surprised by the readiness of Grog. And they can recognize a Minotaur charge. They train with Minotaurs. And
Yeah.
the 2 that are flanking the throne, they make the one moves to the other side, so both of them are between you guys and the throne now. And the other 2 that were standing towards the front, up there, start kind of swinging down the stairs to try to flank you guys. And the Minotaur from the set of Minotaurs from that column closest to the dais is also coming your way. Okay, go ahead.
Not
Doug.
good.
I still go in charge the leader on his thing. I just barge through him and go in charge. I don't mind him. I'm taking blows on the way.
Okay, your movement
That's fine with
is 7, right?
I get bonuses to it of, I think it's +2 while doing this, or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I think your movement's normally 5, though. I think you were getting 7 last time.
Yeah, charging's. Yeah, I'm gonna say charging is more.
It's 5
plus I
plus
get
2
bonus.
it is, Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus
So you
I
can
also
make it-
get +2 AC.
Right.
That's your armor
You're
class,
gonna make
mate.
it. You're gonna make it about.
Yeah, so I also get
You're gonna make it about halfway up the dais, and then it's gonna be Sparhawk's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna ready my bow.
I continue my charge. I shout out while I'm doing it. Shoot the target.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna ready my bow.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock an arrow
Okay.
into the string.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna draw back and aim directly at the what you call it,
Okay.
the gem.
That's gonna be your turn if you're gonna take the rest of your turn to aim. So you're just gonna stand there and ready and aim. You're not. That's all you're doing.
Oh, I want to fire as well.
Well, you
I
can't
want
this
to fire
turn.
at the gem.
You had to ready the bow. Okay, so we're to Lorik.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to draw my blade, and I'm going to move to position behind Sparhawks, protecting from the Minotaurs that are coming from behind us.
Okay, you're gonna move behind Sparhawk, between Sparhawk and the oncoming Minotaurs.
Yes.
Okay. Let me. I'm just gonna do something here, guys, real quick. I'm gonna draw the room that we're in just real quick, so we have an idea of what we're looking at. Okay. We're at the front now, so I'm just gonna draw.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Doesn't your movement speed double when charging?
You only get the bonus that you're using. It should tell you what
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
but charging doesn't that. Yeah, +2
Tell-
is the bonus for charging in general
Yeah.
for
so
the
that's-
skill, but doesn't it double for charging though?
No,
So
if
I
it
declared
says
charge when I was doing
if it says you get +2, and that is the charge you're using, then you're getting +2.
Mm.
Alright, so hang on a second. So each of these squares is going to be more than one spot, but that's okay. I'm just going to draw kind of the rough
You end
shape.
very gloriously
This isn't going to be to
or very
scale.
horribly.
I wish I would have drawn
That's
this
fine.
before. I should have done, but I didn't.
You probably didn't expect us to hatch this cunning plan.
There's no cunning in this plan, mate.
Grog thinks it's cunning.
Okay, so there's the DS. The grating you guys look down into is there. There's a column here and here. Somewhere about here, and here, and here, and here. Then the door you guys came in. And then the thrones. You've got the daughter sitting here. And you've got the throne with the gem atop it is here. And you've now got, let me see if I can find something to use for, okay, so that's fine. So now you've got a guard. Control X. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Okay, how do I... Oh, I'm still not very good at using this thing. I needed to actually put all that as map and background, and I didn't. I'll just use map and background to actually move stuff around, I guess. Alright, so shape.
How do we see this, by the way? What you're doing?
You just go to the page tool. Here, I'll just do this. Hang on. I'll move you guys.
Okay. There we go.
And I'm going to open it up to where the streams can see it as well, at least partly.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm also going to increase the size of it.
Yeah, so we've got a guard here. And a guard here. Another guard down here. Down here. And the Minotaurs are here and here. Actually, let me get a different... to get a different color for the Minotaurs. Okay. Like I said, you guys are over by the grating still. The Baron is now sat upon his throne. And
which one's the throne? Which one's the grating?
The grating is down on the right there. Down on the ground. The shape
here or
hang on. How do you ping the map?
Hold left mouse button.
That
Once you selected
is
that
right
the
there is the grating. The throne with the
okay,
Baron
where am I then?
is up here. The daughter is right there. You're down here by the grating.
I just charged up though, so I'm nearer, aren't I?
You're halfway up the stairs on the dais.
So I'm about here somewhere.
Yeah.
And I should be stood here.
Right. You and Sparhawk is just between you and the grating around there. I know this isn't the best map, but...
It's good enough.
Okay, so... Sparhawk's aiming. Lorik has readied his blade to defend Sparhawk from the oncoming Minotaurs. Grog is on his way up the dais towards the Baron. The Baron has sat on his throne. He looks like he's just having a glorious time. But what we didn't notice is that the daughter has snuck up behind the Baron while he's looking your direction. And she pulls the gem from atop the throne and quickly throws it to the floor, shattering it.
Thank you.
And when that shatters, the guards, the minotaurs, the daughter, they all scream. A blood-curdling scream. And not only that, but from down the rest of the antechamber, the other minotaurs by the columns, and even beyond the door, it's as if the entire city is screaming. And not only that, but the ground begins to shake. You can feel the ground shake. And all of a sudden, the Baron gets this horrified look on his head, on his face. And he all of a sudden whips forward. It's like something that was tied to something behind him, like a rubber band was cut loose, and it all of a sudden just slammed back into him and just completely shocked him. And he quickly looks to his right and sees his daughter screaming. And he lets out a scream of his own. No! As he watches his daughter turn to ash and just fall to nothingness before him. And then he turns his eyes to you. You can see that his skin, while he was standing straight and perfect before with straight white hair, you can see now that even his skin seems to be turning to parchment. But he's still looking back to you now with the stare meant for murder. Alright. Grog, it's your turn.
I continue my charge. If I get to him, I'm going to be activating my skill of my gore charge. If I don't, I'm just going to continue charging until I get into range for it.
Okay. What does your gore charge do?
I'm in range for it, am I?
Yep. Well,
Right.
do your to
My
hit
attack
first.
on it is... Okay. The attack
what
is...
saving throw
well, to
do
hit,
I-
it's...
Or what defense do I need to roll for him?
It's versus your AC. It's
Or
you don't
versus
roll
my
it.
AC.
Your AC... It's versus your AC, so you don't need to roll for it. It's a case of I
Okay.
need to beat
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
your
yeah.
AC is. And I'm pretty sure I'm guaranteed to do that unless he's wearing armor, because I get plus 24 to the... Sorry, plus 23 to my attack.
Okay.
It's my strength plus 4.
Okay. And what's the damage on that then?
Hang on a sec, I'll do it now. I'm just going to roll it because it's going to be hilarious either way. I rolled 33.
Okay.
Let me see, damage-wise, it's pretty low damage, but it's an instant knockdown as well. 1d6 damage plus strength modifier is how much damage it does, and he's instantly knocked down as well.
Okay. So what damage?
Just doing it now. Nine.
Okay.
Low damage, but it's an instant knockdown.
Alright, you ran into him, knocked the throne off to the side, and you set the Baron sprawling. Let me roll here, hang on. Saving throw. Okay. He quickly springs back to his feet as a response to being knocked prone. And now it is Sparhawk.
Alright. I'm going to aim for his head.
Okay, that takes half a turn. You gonna take a shot?
I'm going to take a shot.
Okay. So you need to beat his AC. I'm guessing, is that against his AC, or is that you using first?
Remember, you can use any of the at-wills whenever you want, so as many times as you want.
Ranged basic attack is +3 versus AC, 1d10 plus 1 damage.
Okay, so roll a d20 and you get a +3 to your roll.
Okay. +3 and roll. 11.
Okay. You miss. He's able to duck it. He's able to duck under it. All right. What's Lorik doing? He's watched.
Right. Quick
he's
question:
watched as the Minotaurs have turned to ash.
So all that's left now is
the only corpses that are laying there are the 4 soldiers. They've remained as corpses.
Right, so the wizard's the only guy on this. The Baron's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Baron is the only one still on his feet.
Correct. And he was able to quickly spring up after having been knocked down by Grog.
Okay, I'll move forward then towards the Baron.
Okay. What's your speed?
How close? My speed is must be speed 6.
Okay. You're able to move to the base of the dais.
Alright, how far does that put me away from him then?
The dais, you've got 6 times 3, 8 the dais, and then about another 4 feet to the Baron because he was knocked from his throne.
So it'd take me a turn to get up there at least.
Right. Full movement turn, yeah.
Okay. Where the hell's that gone now? I'll just stay there for the time being. I won't do anything.
Okay. Let me just quickly do something here because I need a better map for this encounter. I need to redo what I've done here because it sucks.
Oh, sorry, Tig.
Yeah.
I do apologise. There is something I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to cast the Sword Mage Aegis.
Sword Mage Aegis. Okay, what's that do?
It's a magical warding upon a foe.
Okay.
I can choose one of the following abilities for doing it. Basically, I respond to the foe's attack against my allies with a counter assault or timely protection. So I'll cast that on the Baron. There's nothing to roll or anything. It just is. I can quite place.
What did it do to him?
It just basically, I have one of 3 powers to attack when he attacks whoever, as long as it's not me. I can. The Aegis I'm going to put on him is the Aegis of Assault, and that basically means I can teleport to the side of the attacker and respond with an attack of my own. But that's the only one I could. It's that or Aegis of Shielding.
So you can respond to any attack that he throws. Is that what you're saying?
If as long as it's not an attack against me, if he attacks me, nothing happens. If he attacks one of my allies, I teleport to his side and I can take an opportunity attack.
Okay, so
and then eventually.
It's a pretty nice attack actually, then, because if he attacks me, you instantly teleport to him and stab him.
Pretty much, which is why I'm using it.
You teleport to Grog, right?
But I teleport to the side of the foe.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So if he hits Grog, I teleport to his side. As long as it's not What's the word?
Blocked.
Yeah, as long as it's not blocked in any way, basically.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
But not to his back, but literally just to his side.
Okay.
And it doesn't say which side, so I assume it's the side you would choose, I'd imagine.
Alright, I'm just
Just
gonna
random
try
side, basically.
to draw this DS a bit.
I wouldn't worry about the map, Tig.
No, I need to be able to place you guys on this field. At least I feel like I do. Do you guys not want to have it? It's up to you guys, I guess. But
to be honest, for this combat, it's in a pretty open area, so I'm not seeing it's going to become a
Alright,
huge
as long
problem
as
if
you
you want
guys
to,
can
fair
keep
enough.
it, as long as you guys can kind of keep an idea of where you guys are at. I'll try to have
that's a
better
basic enough
maps
map.
ready for our encounters moving forward. Alright,
Yeah,
so
fine.
okay, so that's what Lork has done, and then Tankor goes before Lork. I need to write that down real quick. I guess I do anyways.
It's me, him, Tank, and Lorik, isn't it?
Yeah, it's... Okay. So the Baron, after quickly springing up from having been knocked to the ground, he grabs his wand from his belt and he throws it towards Grog, who had just run at him. And I need you to roll your reflex, please, Grog.
I need a reflex save? It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, what is your reflex save? I guess it's not really a roll. Just tell me what your reflex is.
Reflex is 12, so you're rolling against that.
Okay.
So whatever your attack is, it's got to be higher than 12.
And modifiers. I didn't write down his modifiers. Modifiers are calculated by half of the attribute. Is that right? Rounded down? Half of the attribute rounded down?
No, it's not. It depends. What attribute is it?
Constitution.
Okay, what's his con?
I don't need to tell you the number. Just tell me how to calculate it.
Well, put it this way, my con's 18, I only get a modifier of +4.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's because
it's
whatever's over 10 divided by 2. That's right. Okay. So
Yeah.
It's whatever's over
Pretty
10
sure,
divided
something
by
like that, yeah.
10. Oh, whatever's over 10 divided by 2, and then plus any bonuses. Okay. All right, you're able to as you were charging him, and you knocked him to. You kind of stumbled forward a bit, but you're able to still dodge as a blast of energy passes overhead. After he quickly tosses his wand towards you, he then changes its direction and tosses it towards Sparhawk, who just shot at his head. I need Sparhawk to roll, or tell me what your reflex is, Sparhawk.
It is... Where is it? Where's reflex?
Top left corner of page 4, mate, you'll see your little stat stuff. It's also got ref in there.
Right. Oh, 12.
Okay. He hits you. This blast of energy hits you. And let me roll here. Okay. You get hit square in the chest, and it does 7 points of damage to you.
Ooh! He's a strong power, isn't he? Oh!
Feckin' magic user.
Ow!
Okay.
Oh,
And he's
that's,
also
that hurts.
he's stood there where he was. He's standing his ground, and it's basically he's stood kind of behind where the second throne was. When Grog knocked his throne and knocked him back, it made him fall backwards out of the throne and back behind that second throne. He's still up on top of the dais.
Okay.
Oh.
So did Lord's ability activate at all on that, or is it at your will whenever you want it to
Yeah,
activate?
because you attacked.
No,
You
it
still
doesn't.
hit. Oh, doesn't it?
It did. It did. No. Can you mute for a sec, please, Tig?
Yep. Hang on just a second, guys. We'll be right back.